Hello, welcome back to Brock's Basement. This is going to be my comic book pull list for the week of April 24th, 2024. That's a lot of 24s. Yeah, it's a decent sized week. It's the end of the month, so a lot of stuff comes out. We did not get our full shipment of Penguin Random House, so I may have one or two indie titles that aren't in here. But for the most part, this is my pull list for the week. First up, we have Batman Brave and the Bold at number 12. I'm so far behind on this, I need to get caught up. I don't even eventually. Next up, we have Batman Dark Age Book 2, the Mark Russell book. If you read Superman Space Age, same vein. Really, really solid. Love the first issue. Cannot wait to keep going with it. But definitely one you want to check out. And that's Batman Dark Age number 2. Ram V had an independent one of two so far this week for independent titles, and that's the Dawn Runner issue 2. I enjoyed the first issue, so I'm going to go with issue 2 and see where it takes us. But love Ram V, and most of his stuff I'm really, really into. Next up, we have Detective Comics number 1084. I did get slightly caught up with Detective, but I had to move on to other stuff like Batman and Catwoman and Nightwing and a few others. So in my quest of digitally catching up with a lot of titles, Detective's on the list, but it's been backburned for now. But I've been enjoying the Ram V stuff that I've been reading, yeah. Next up, we have Duke number 5. I don't know if this is the last issue. I guess I could check real quick. I'm not caught up with Duke. I need to get caught up with it, but I've been liking it so far. So yeah, it looks like it's. Oh no, there's the. It looks like there's a Destro preview in it, but it looks like it continues on to something. But I need to get caught up with all the Energon universe stuff. My roommate's been reading it, and he's all caught up and said it's great. So, yeah. Next up, we have The Expanse Dragon Tooth, number 11 of 12. This series is almost over. I love The Expanse, so diving in more with this new mini, or not mini, just maxi series, I guess, because it's 12 issues. Really, really great. Enjoy it. If you have never heard of The Expanse, you should. It's good stuff. But yeah. Next up, we have Green Arrow number 11, the Josh Williamson written stuff. I've read issue 1. I need to get caught up. But I was intrigued by issue 1, so hopefully that keeps going. Next up, we have Harley Quinn number 39. Now, I did get into the 30s with Harley Quinn, so I'm getting there. But I should hopefully get caught up before we transition into the 40s for Harley Quinn. It's okay. Next up is The Penguin at number 9, one of Tom King's books that I have not even read the first issue of, mainly because there's just so much for me to read. Yeah. Next up, we have Jeff Lemire and Gabriel H. Walta's Phantom Road number 10. I got caught up with this series, so I needed to read this one, but it's been okay. It's a very slow burn book, so it hasn't necessarily hit like big, that big grabbing stuff, but it is Jeff Lemire and it's decent. So next up, we have Power Girl number 8. It's a House of Brainiac tie-in. So if you're reading Power Girl and you want to check out House of Brainiac, I recommend it. Otherwise, you're might be lost, but who knows? I never know what companies are doing anymore with their tie-ins and crossovers and all that stuff. I normally just look at what a reading list is and then sit down and read it in that order. So the other Ram V book that's out this week that's independent is the Rare Flavors number 5. Really enjoyed the handful of issues I read before. Very, very, it's a beautifully drawn comic. Amazing stuff in it with food and beverage, all that stuff. Definitely something I would recommend checking out. If you have not yet checked it out, graphic novel will be coming out soon, at some point. Dan Waters is on issue 3 of The Six Fingers. This is the one that ties into The One Hand, which is the other book that Ram V is writing. Another book that Ram V is writing on the independent front. I really enjoyed the first 2 issues of both. I have not yet caught up with the rest of it, but it's really, really good. So we'll see where the rest of One Hand and Six Fingers takes us. Next up, we have Something is Killing the Children, number 36. I did get caught up with Something is Killing the Children, so I need to put that on the pile at Phantom Road to stay caught up and current with it. I tend to I've been trying to get caught up with a lot of my independent stuff, physically get them read. I do that on Sundays when I'm working at the shop. But yeah, okay. Next up, we have Star Wars High Republic Adventures. This is issue 5. After this stuff, I'm probably done getting single issues of the Star Wars High Republic stuff, just because I haven't had a chance to read it. It's just a huge pile in one of my boxes. I think the Star Wars and Walking Dead alone, it takes up 1.5 boxes or 1.25 boxes of stuff I need to read out. So I'm kind of like, yeah, I think I'm gonna cool off on the High Republic stuff. So, and finally we have World Tree issue 9. I need to read a handful of issues, but it's James Tynion stuff, and it's really, really good. He did announce that he's doing a sequel book to Nice House on a Lake, so we'll see what that's like. I still actually need to read Nice House on a Lake. I have the single issues and I have a hardcover, or I could read it digitally, so at least I have options. But I've heard it's really good. I met the art. But that's it for stuff I picked up and read. I did grab a few variants. I grabbed the variant for the Jim Lee Spotlight variant for Detective Comics number 1084. There's an Azrael cover there. I snagged that one. The Expanse, of course, had a variant cover that I picked up for issue 11. I thought that was cool with Bobby, and I can never remember his name, but he's awesome. I picked up the Jenny Friesen B cover for Harley Quinn number 39. And I picked up I think the A, B, C, D, E, F. The F cover is what technically this would be called, but I don't know if they listed it that. But it's a variant cover by Logan Faber. It's kind of the homage to that Spider-Man trash can one. And then we had the Max Brooks B cover for Power Girl number 8. Thought that one was awesome, so I snagged that one up. I got the Jenny Friesen variant cover for Something's Killing the Children number 36, as well as the Art Germ cover. I don't know if this was the last Call to Order variant or not, but I snagged up that one, the Art Germ one for Something's Killing the Children 36. I did grab a book this week, the third in the series. I read the first one; it was okay. I don't know about the second one; it's on my pile, but we'll see. And that is the Harley Quinn Redemption, a DC Icons book by Rachel Allen. The first one again was okay. I'm not sure if it's something that's completely up my alley, but I'll definitely try and finish reading the other two. Maybe see if my daughter likes it. Finally, this fucking thing comes out. Uh, I can finally get caught up on Star Wars. This is Star Wars by Kieran Gillen and Greg Pak. So this finishes the 2015 Star Wars series that started with Jason Aaron's writing on it. This is issues 38 to 75, and a couple other things like Empire Ascendant and The Last Jedi and Last Jedi Storms of the Craft, or Storms of Kriet. I think I've read that one already. But yeah, I can finally get caught up because I never actually finished reading that Star Wars series, mainly because they stopped printing the hardcovers for it. After the Jason Aaron run, they didn't print the hardcovers, and I was reading individually because somebody was returning books, and we were selling them to a coworker of mine, and so I would read them before my coworker would take them. But yeah, so finally got that awesome sauce. Cannot wait to dive into that. This might be my first omnibus to read. We'll see. I mean, not counting like the superior foes of Spider-Man, but like the actual big ones. So yeah. I did grab a read copy of Ultimate Spider-Man number 4 that's out this week. I've been enjoying it, so I've been grabbing a reader copy, so I'll read that. And yeah, that's it. I did read Uncanny Valley and that was good. And I also read, what else did I read that I enjoyed? Can't even remember. You read so much, and so much is happening. You're hell diving every single night, and everything just blends in together. But yeah, that's it for this week. I think. Double check it. I think. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Please like, share. Oh no, I see it down. I put it in front of me for a specific reason. So, as some of you may know, the comic book industry has what is called Free Comic Book Day, Free Comic Book Day. And Free Comic Book Day is the first Saturday in May of every single May. Every first Saturday in May, that's when Free Comic Book Day is. This year it is on May 4th. Yes, I know, the Star Wars thing. And so comic book stores across the nation will be giving out free comic books, basically, for this specific day. And as usual, we at Comics Conspiracy give out tons of comics. And so I spent the last week that I was off for spring break for my day job, sorting all of the Free Comic Book Day books that we will be giving out. And so I was going to quickly go over a kind of spattering of what's going to be there. This is mainly more comic book oriented. There is definitely a ton of stuff for kids, stuff that's like more scholastic and all that stuff. But there is, this is what you can have to look forward to. So DC is going to have their Absolute Power preview thing, the special edition. This is what it is. But if you look, this is basically regular comic book PG-13. But DC's Absolute Power. Archie Horror presents the Cursed Library Prelude. It's going to be a 0 issue from Archie Horror. Again, blue title over there. DC has another one for Barda. This is supposed to be the YA graphic novel that's coming out, in a preview of that. Barkham Asylum is coming out. This is going to be aimed more for kids, but it is a blue label, so it's more PG-13 PG. Marvel will have a book for Blood Hunt, so if you want to check out Blood Hunt, you can do that. I don't assume this is going to be that violent, gross, or like bloody one that they're doing, so be aware of that. And that's also a blue label title. Conan, Battle of the Blackstone from Titan Comics is a red label, so that's mature, but there'll be a Conan. And we talked about the Energon universe earlier with Duke. But there is the Free Comic Book Day Energon Universe 2024 special, so make sure to snag a copy of that for yourself. Definitely check that out. We have Flash Gordon by Jeremy Adams, so I decided to snag that up. This is going to be Mad Cave coming out with that one. Dark Horse has a Hellboy Stranger Things book. You want to snag that up. DC is having a Mad Free Comic Book Day book for you guys. Free Comic Day from Spider-Man and Spider-Man and the Ultimate Universe. So there's going to be this for Marvel fans. Star Wars, of course, May the 4th has a awesome Luke Invader over there. Star Wars Young Jedi Adventures and Plants vs. Zombies from Dark Horse. So you want to snag that for the little ones. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from IDW is going to have something, and this is going to be Who is the Night Watcher? Maybe that's interesting. And so that's blue. Most of these are blue labels. I didn't get too many kids stuff. This next one is from Arcana. It's Ultra Duck, and this is a kids level book. Alien Comics or Alien Books, Alien Books, which used to be Valiant, is doing the beginning of the Valiants. So I'm going to check it out. But they've kind of lost me on Valiant comic books, so I'm actually not ordering any right now. So we'll see if that continues. Maybe I'll check that out. And finally, we have The Worlds of James Tynion IV from Boom Studios. And that, of course, is a regular PG-13 title. Like I said, there's plenty more Free Comic Book Day books coming. And so your local shop will probably have... Oh, I have a couple more here. I grabbed these ones for my daughter and my son. But there's like Disney Villain Maleficent, a Monster High, and a One Piece one. So there's a couple manga ones as well. I believe there's a Pokemon one. So, yeah. So check it out. If you are able to go down to a shop and check out Free Comic Book Day, do so. Hopefully you can grab stuff. Most stores have a limit to however many books you can take, so be aware of that. I know at Comics Conspiracy we normally do. You can take, I think it's 5, and then if you purchase something, you can get 5 more on top of that. So, yeah. Always good to know what you want going in, and then that makes it easier. You can also hop stores to get stuff from different places. But yeah, it's your choice. But it's Free Comic Day is coming up May 4th this year, May 4th, 2024. So check it out. So there, I gave you a little extra. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Leave your comment in the comment section below, down there. Be nice. The internet's a crappy place most of the time. But any questions, comments, all that stuff, leave down there. Um, you can listen to me on the Comics Conspiracy podcast. We are recording this week, but Ryan wasn't feeling well. We are doing an interview this week as well with writers. I can't remember the last name, but there'll be a link in the description below to head over to find the Comics Conspiracy podcast, and you can download it on all the fun stuff. But we should have an episode up later this week. But we did the interview already, but we need to actually sit down and talk about stuff. I know the Deadpool Wolverine trailer came out, which was really, really cool. And the Liefeld Just Feet joke was fantastic. And yeah, so be on the lookout for that. You can help me and my fellow conspirators out through Patreon at www.patreon.com/comicsconspiracy. For as little as $1 a month, you help us with hosting fees and for us to get products. So thank you very much to all of our Patreon backers. It does help out immensely. You can help me out a little more directly. Any of the links here for Amazon. So this week we'll probably have the Star Wars Omnibus by Kieran Gillen, as well as the Harley Quinn book will be listed. And then I still have those 2 titles that I think you should pick up regardless. Click on those, go to Amazon Money, or if you want, you can head over to my eBay page, Brock's Basement, over there, and see what I'm getting rid of. And it might be something you want, so check it out. You can follow me on social media. My Bluesky handle is at brocksager, at Bluesky, or whatever, the .bluesky, whatever they have. On Twitter, it's brocksager as well. If you go to Instagram, it's Brock's Basement, as well as TikTok, it's Brocks, no apostrophe, .basement, and find me over there. Yeah. It's getting hot. Weather has been weird here in California. It's been hot and then cold, hot and then cold. It's so weird. But yeah, I hope everyone is having a good one, and I will see you next week.